Happy Thursday, Bold for Christ family. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. I want to share a dream that I had on August 12th with you guys, which was Tuesday. This is not for everybody. Take this word to God. Take me to God. I see a lot of you guys don't understand some of the words that I release. It's hard for you to comprehend. And guys, I'm not for everybody. So I'm a meat eater prophet. Okay, so I release a lot of words that God gives me in parables, and that's just how he's discipled me to release. I have to release what he's given to me, right? So take these words back to God. I don't have the time or the bandwidth to go back and forth in a comment section or try to explain. Your job is to take these words to God, okay? Take me to God, take the words to God, let him give you more revelation, okay? So in the first dream that I had on Tuesday, I saw a black man with no teeth, right? And in the dream, it's like he didn't have everything that he needed to submit whatever he was trying to submit. Like he didn't feel like he had the resources or the tools to submit what he needed to submit, okay? And I knew this by looking at him in the dream, right? Still, I saw him in the dream. He pressed through anyway, and he got everything submitted that he needed to submit, even though he didn't feel like he had what he needed, right? And I heard the Lord say, everything you need is right in front of you, even if you feel like you don't have everything, even if you feel like something's missing. I heard him say that verbatim, right? And God gave me this exact same dream 2 times back to back, right? And we know based on Genesis 41 verse 32 that it says, and the dream was repeated to Pharaoh twice, because the thing is established by God and it will shortly come to pass, or he will shortly bring it to pass, depending on what version you're reading it out of, okay? So when God repeats something twice, y'all, he's sealing that word. He's saying it's already established and it will shortly come to pass, okay? That's a big deal, okay? The Lord is saying by this dream, they already have what they need to submit. And if this is for you, you have what you need to submit. Don't hold back, push through, even if it feels like something is missing, okay? Right behind that, I had another dream, right? And in this dream, I saw the Lord I actually saw a lemon first, and the lemon was bruised on the outside, right? It had like dark lines and dark scars across the skin of this lemon, right? But then I saw God cut the lemon open, and inside of the lemon, it was beautiful, juicy, and full of life. Like it looked really, really good. It was just bruised on the outside, okay? The lemon represent what looks bitter, sour, and hard to digest, okay? It represents someone who looks bruised on the outside. They're not everybody's first choice, okay? People don't usually go to the store and grab a lemon to snack on, but still, lemons are valuable, they're necessary, and they're full of nutrients, okay? So in this, by the second dream, the Lord is saying, even if it looks bruised, even if they look bruised, bitter, and they're overlooked, he will still use them, okay? What others pass over, he's saying, I still see them as valuable. What looks sour and unappealing on the outside still carries life-giving fruit on the inside, okay? For some of you guys, this is a word for someone you're connected to, and you're looking at their bruising and their ugliness and their bitterness and their sour ways on the outside. You've judged them as useless, right? Because you've seen no progress or change. You've been waiting on transformation in this person or in these people, but every time you speak with them, it feels like nothing has shifted, right? In this dream, it's like God is saying, don't judge them by the outside. Don't dismiss them by appearance. They may not look like they're changing, right? They may not even feel as if they have what they need to submit whatever it is to God. But God knows exactly what's inside of that person or those people, and he's chosen them for a reason. They have everything they need, even if they don't feel like it, even if you don't feel like they're ever going to submit. They have everything that they need. And it reminds me of Philemon or Philemon, or however you pronounce the man's name. And it says in Philemon 1:1, that formerly what was useless has become useful to you and to me, okay? And I'm kind of paraphrasing, but catch that, okay? Catch that. And I also want to share something personal with you guys, which will tie all of this together. About 2 weeks ago, I talked to my ex-husband, and the Lord had me speak some really hard truths to him in love, like really hard truths. It was not a pretty conversation, right? And one of the last things I told him, I said, you can fool everyone else around you with your six-pack and your veneers, but I see right through it. And I told him, I said, your spirit, the spirit behind you, it's dark and it's unattractive. And I said, until you surrender your heart and your pain to God, you're never going to get better. You will keep living a perfect looking life on the outside, and everyone's believing it, right? Just like they only see veneers for their prettiness. But I'm like, you're gonna keep crying on the inside. One thing about veneers, y'all, is they look polished. They look perfect in a person's mouth, but they're a cover up for what's broken underneath. Underneath veneers are shaven down, weakened teeth, okay? They're shaven down and they're weakened, okay? And later, as I was talking to God about this, I realized my ex-husband, just like many other prodigals, live a veneered life. They're admired on the outside for their beauty and how strong they look, but they're broken, bruised, and hurting on the inside. And that revelation ties directly to this dream and the man with no teeth. It's like God is saying, I'm stripping away the veneers. I'm removing the cover-ups. I'm exposing the truth. I'm after surrender, not appearance. I'm after the heart, not the image people project. And it may not look like it to you, but my sons have everything they need to submit to me, regardless of your opinion of how they seem to you, right? They have everything they need to submit to God. That's why in the dream, the man had no teeth. Sometimes God will knock out the veneers, the fake life, the beauty that they've had implanted all by themselves. He'll knock it out altogether, remove that false image of perfection so that real surrender can come forward, because that's where the true fruit is found. And I pray that this is making sense. God is removing the teeth, removing the veneered life, but they have everything they need to submit, even if you feel like they're useless. The Lord is showing they will submit it. Even if they feel unprepared or incomplete, they will push forward and submit. God has already given them everything they need. Don't despise the bruised lemon. What looks bitter and overlooked is valuable. It's still full of life and it's still chosen. The veneers are coming off. They're coming out. God is stripping away appearances and exposing the heart, because that's where true fruit lies. That's where the true fruit lives. But the thing about God is that he doesn't waste bruises. He does not waste pain. He does not waste hurt. He doesn't waste bitterness. He doesn't need veneers. He's after authenticity, the realness. He's after surrender. And he's after fruit that lasts. And he's declaring by these two dreams that everything they need is already in front of them. And you may be judging it differently. And for some of you guys, this is not for anybody connected to you. It's for you. You feel like you don't have what you need to submit. You feel like something is missing. But God is saying everything that you need is right in front of you. You have everything that you need, even if you don't feel like it. You have everything that you need to submit. So just move forward. In the dream, I saw this man with no teeth. I saw him move forward and submit everything he thought he wasn't capable of submitting. And just like Philemon, is it Philemon 1:1, y'all? Philemon, however you pronounce. I feel like these people in the Bible, they just, but nevertheless, they were named by the Lord, okay? That's a good name, but y'all know I be jacking up these names. Hold on. What once was unprofitable to you is now profitable to you and to me, is what Philemon 1 verse 11 says, 1:11. And that's one version. Like I said, some versions say what was once useless to you is now useful to you and to me. So what you see, what many of you see as useless, as unprofitable, because you're judging them by the outside, and they are in a season where they haven't submitted, but God is saying they're going to submit regardless of how it looks. And like I said, when God repeats a dream twice, it's established and it's soon to come. So I don't know if this is for the person listening or somebody connected to you. Only you would know that. That's between you and God. Don't ask me nothing in the comments, because to be honest, y'all, I'm so, like, I was looking at the comments yesterday on the word I released about prophecies and how sometimes God speaks his heart to people and people feel like it's going to play out exactly like what he showed, not knowing they prophesy in part. And y'all wouldn't believe how many people are still going on and on and on about that word when nothing I said in that word was unbiblical. Like, everything's in the Bible. And people have so many questions. They want to go back and forth. Half the people are writing stuff that the word, I said nothing in the word about it, right? And I'm like, this channel is literally for meat eaters when it comes to prophecy. I can't control the type of prophecies God gives me. I can't control what he speaks to me. So it's okay if you're not at that level to understand it. Ask God for understanding, or maybe I may not be the voice that you should be listening to, and that's okay too. And I think y'all have to understand that. Oh, all those emails in a short period of time. I have my computer screens on the side of me, y'all. But I think y'all have to realize that I don't say click, share, and subscribe for a reason, because I never want to be the blame of somebody coming and subscribing to my channel that God did not send. I don't want to, you're never going to find a word I released, a video that's out on this channel where I say click, share, and subscribe. I don't. Because if you do that, you do it at your own risk, at your own free will. I want God to send you here. I don't want to be responsible for people clicking, sharing, and subscribing. People are a lot to deal with. People are a lot to deal with. And I don't have a problem explaining stuff, but that's just simply not my calling. I'm here to prophesy a word. Break down the dreams God gives me to break down. Speak the word God gives me to speak. Break that down. But I am not a teacher that's going to sit in the comments and teach on anything. Some people are called to do that. I am not one of them. I don't have the patience or the bandwidth to sit and go back and forth in the comments, especially about stuff that you're bringing up that wasn't even said in the word. And that's how I know the hearing is not there. The spiritual ears aren't there. And that's okay. That's okay. If you don't understand something that's spoken, take it to God. Take that person to God. Let him explain it. You shouldn't be asking the person prophesying it anyway. Take them to God. Take that word to God. Let him share his heart with you. And maybe you'll understand. But honey, I'm not a teacher to that level to where I'm going to go back and forth in the comments. I'm just not. I'm not for everybody. So maybe this is just not for you, and that's okay. Bold for Christ ain't for everybody. Some people like coffee. Some people like tea. I'm a little bit of both. I'm an acquired taste when it comes to the prophetic. Not everybody's for me, and that's okay. Thank God for that. And the more this ministry grows, it's heavier. It's a lot of work. I don't know how people are doing with 100,000 people subscribed to their channel, because honey, what? I would not be okay. I mean, I like to see the platform grow because God does amazing things, but I've never advertised this channel anywhere. I've never said, oh, I have a ministry, go come over here. If you found this channel, it just popped up on YouTube or something, honey. There's probably 5 people I shared this channel with when I first started, people that I know. Other than that, these people came on their own. God sent one of my best friends who live all the way in Florida. We were best friends in high school. And he sent her name is Noelia. She's a subscriber to this channel. She found this on her own because we haven't talked in years. But that was my best friend in high school. I live in Texas. She lives in Florida. So God can get a word to whoever he needs to get it to. But take this word to God. Take me to God. Take every word to him. Stop going back and forth with me in the comments. Just stop. I don't have the bandwidth, the time, the patience. I don't. I offer coaching for those who need coaching. You can get further clarity if you want it. Book a coaching session. Invest in yourself. But don't do it in my comments, y'all. I don't have time. But I love you. I hope this word blesses somebody. I know it's for somebody, not sure who it's for. Like I said, take this word to God, take me to God. I'm never going to speak on something that contradicts his word, but some things will be a little advanced for some of you, and you may not get it. You may want to go back and forth, but I ain't the one of the two for that, okay? Not in 2025 and beyond. I'm not going to do it. But I love you. I hope you have a great Thursday, and we will talk soon. Bye, guys.